This is the love of my life, my little Louie, my little Louisiana Saint. He's my baby. He's mama's baby. Oh, he's so sweet. He's my little Yorkie. He's 7 years old. He is my whole entire existence. Look at that face. I mean, really? How could you not? Oh, Louie, Louie, Louie. Okay, give mama one more kiss. I'm gonna let you go play. Thank you. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday here on Diamonds and Denim. This week I decided to do a challenge tutorial, which was to only use my Shany brush scroll. Only the brushes included in the Shany brush scroll. So none of the brushes I usually use in the cups. If you look at my glam station, I actually had to remove my cups because I'm so used to reaching for them. So I put them somewhere else. I like hid them from myself. No beauty blenders, no Bogachet brush, no SL Miss Glam brushes. It was all Shany brushes. So it was only these. What was in this scroll is all I could have used, which seems like an easy challenge because there are 40 brushes, but they're just not as good as some of the brushes that I usually use. I wash those brushes every week and realized the other day I hardly ever use them. So I was like, next Tutorial Tuesday, I think I want to see if I can make a whole look just using the brushes. And y'all, it was difficult to not reach for the ones I use all the time, the Bogachets and all those brushes. So if you want to see how I got this look using only my 40 brush Shany scroll, please continue watching. I haven't done that many steps, just the preliminary steps. So I did the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer on my eyes. I did the Becca Backlight priming filter, the primer I reviewed on First Impressions Friday a while back. And I used the Too Faced Prime Set Refresh, it smells so good, Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. So I did that to start my look today. Okay, this part shouldn't be that difficult. It's the eyebrows, because I usually use stuff from this set for eyebrows. So here's my spoolie from the Shany set and my eyebrow brush from the Shany set. I love this brow brush because it's so dense and short. It gives you really, really good control over what you're trying to do. And for my brows today, I'm going to use the Fiona Styles Brow Sculpting Wax. It's like a dip brow. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the Ka-Brow. It's not quite as good, but I don't want a super bold brow today, so I'm trying to do something a little bit lighter. So I'm just taking that brow brush and just dipping it in here. It's like a pomade. You know what else is the difference between this one, this pomade, and the other one? A big difference between them is this one is a lot softer. Like even the color is just way softer. It's a good and a bad thing. It depends on what look you're going for. I'm gonna go in and clean up my brows with the Benefit Boing Concealer. Y'all are familiar with it already. And the concealer brush that I always use from the Shany set. So, and what I do for this, I usually put a dot right at the top of the arch, like the skinniest I want it to be, and then I just fan it out from there. Again, at the point, the highest I want my arch. Fan it out with the same concealer brush. Gimme Brow. Now this one, unfortunately, I cannot use because it's a wand. It comes in there like a mascara, so I can't really do anything with that. I have to use this one. I never do this. So I'm going to be using the Morphe Natural Glow Matte Palette. So to start with, I'm going to use this big fluffy eyeshadow brush. What does it say on here? It just says eyeshadow brush. So I'm just going to use this one to set my base and to start my transition color. So for my transition color, I think I want to try using this pretty orangey color in the corner. I think I'll use this one. I have to be real careful with this, because if y'all are not familiar with Morphe is very pigmented. So like, if you pick up too much on the brush, that's on you. It's just gonna be there. And I think I'll pick up too much on this brush. This is the wrong brush to use. I shouldn't have used this one. I should have used the little lighter one. This one is the one I should have used because it's like way lighter. It's all good. That one picked up too much. It was too heavy. Oh, that's much better. And this one is called the blending brush, and it's just a skinny little tiny brush. thread. That red might go better with that orange, right? Yeah, let's do this brownish red. I think now I can use this big colossal eyeshadow brush from earlier. I'm using this big fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend that crease color and that transition color together real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go in with milk to trace out my lid, and then I'm gonna blend it out using the cream eyeshadow brush from Shany. Just like always, I'm gonna put enough to get my whole lid. Then I'm gonna go back in with the cream eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna put it where I want it to be. This Naked Cosmetics really pretty copper loose glitter, maybe I'll do that. I haven't done that in a long time, so. And I'm gonna use this really nice flat eyeshadow brush. It's super flat. It almost looks like a concealer brush. Since this is a glitter, I think it'll be easier to apply with this brush. Yeah, just to pack it on. And this loose pigment glitter eyeshadow is from Naked Cosmetics, just in case anybody needed it. And now I'm gonna come back to my Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go in with the darkest color I have here, which I guess would probably be this one. And I'm gonna use that to dot my V. And I always do this part after I'm finished with the lid because I like it to look like it's all together when it's finished, so. Just gonna come in. Then I'm gonna use that same really big brush to blend this out a little bit too. And then finally, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Brow Lift. I'm going to use the Pearl Illuminator side just to highlight my brows. For a Fierce wing liner, I'm going to go in with my Fierce Flicks from Kayate London eyeliner. And this one too, I think came from Ipsy. Ipsy has given me the best eyeliners I own, honestly. They really have. I guess I'm not good at picking it out for myself. They're better at picking it out for me, so. So this fan brush, I'm gonna use it just to brush off any excess that might have fell under my eyes. We're gonna do a foundation. I'm not sure how I'm gonna apply that without my regular foundation brush, but okay, so today I will be using my Fiona Styles Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. Looks like this, very pretty. I have shade 8. I don't know if y'all need a shade, but if you do need one, I have shade 8. And buff bronzer. Ugh, there's like 3,000 things here. Liquid foundation buffer brush. Okay, like a stippling brush, so I guess I could use this one. It's not the same thing. Like seriously, what's the difference between these two brushes? This one might be more tightly packed, I guess. So I'm going to try to use this liquid foundation buffer brush to apply my foundation. I'm nervous. Foundation concentrate, and I'm gonna do what I always do with it, except I don't have my regular brush to do it with, so I'm gonna do a pump on the hand here, just to make sure I don't have too much or not enough. Then I'm gonna use my finger to put it in the important places. Gotta buff it out with this thing. Stippling brush here. I don't find it's the coverage that my other brush gives me, but hey, you know what? That's why this is my first like challenge tutorial and it's driving me crazy already. That's why I don't like to use stippling brushes for foundation brushes, because look how much gets stuck on the brush. Like half the foundation is on my brush. Okay, so this brush is the liquid foundation buffer brush. A rounded foundation brush. Maybe I'll try that one too, and this one, because I feel like this is not going anywhere. Let me go in and highlight under my eyes with this concealer here. Again, that's the Benefit Blend concealer that I always use. It's my favorite for under eye highlighting. So I'm blending this out as much as I can with the regular concealer brush, because again, I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna blend it out. So this is a slanted finishing brush. It's pretty dense. I think I'm gonna try to use that just to blend it out a little bit. It almost feels like a sponge, so I'm figuring that might.
Kind of the same thing here. Blending it on out. Okay.
Blendy, blendy, blendy. A little blendy here. A little blendy here. Okay, I'm going to use the Fiona Styles concealer that matches that foundation. And I'm going back with that concealer brush, and I'm just going to touch up my scar. And a few other little spots that I don't want. How do I bake? This might be hard enough to bake. So I'm using that Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, this one right here in Banana, and I'm gonna use my facial mist to wet this brush and see if this will make it stick to my face. I don't know, because I don't have a beauty blender. This Shany Mineral Powder Brush, M33, to see if it'll take the place of a sponge. I'm hoping it will. I'm gonna...
Oh my God, it's getting all over the place.
Due to the fact that I think this is the best my bake is gonna get without a beauty blender, I'm just gonna leave it sit, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush and my highlighting contour and all that. I'm gonna use instead the slanted contour brush, and I'm using the Lychee and Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold Blush from Seraphine Botanicals. It's a pretty peachy pink blush. And I'm gonna go and do my eyelashes, and I'll be right back while my bake is on. So let's say about 10 minutes. I'm back in the chair. I still have my bake on. I'm gonna dust it off, and then we're gonna do the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Powder Kit. I think actually for this one, I'm gonna use the fan brush that it came with to brush off my bake. So I'm gonna use the same slanted contour brush that I used earlier for my blush, and I'm gonna use that to apply my highlighting contour. Again, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills kit in medium to tan. So I'm gonna go in with this peach color. I think it's macchiato. I'm gonna just go under my eyes real quick with it. Not a big crazy to do, just a little bit there, a little bit here, nose. Contour, I'm gonna use this one. I believe that one was called Havana, because I kept singing Havana, oh, nah, nah, when I did the First Impression Fridays. Okay, so I'm gonna get that on the pan. Same place as always, just a different brush. Brush goes contour, cheekbones, temples.
Cheekbones, temples.
Sides of the nose. And notice I did that really fast because I don't want to get like a bumpy nose, because it's so, this brush is so big, so much bigger than what I'm used to. It's this one. Yes, this is a buffed bronzer brush, so I'm going to use this one again just to go back over everything real fast. Now I have a good question. What the hell am I supposed to use for a highlighter brush? My O for highlighter, and I'm going to use my finger. And I'm just going to dab, dab. Not enough of a dab, dab, there we go. Dab, 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 dab. Man, that Ofra is no joke, and I'm just gonna blend it out using this one. That's a cheat. Put it where I want it.
I'm gonna buff it out with this brush. Yeah, cheap system, politician.
All right, for my under eye, I'm gonna use that same pretty red. This one right here that we used in the crease earlier, I'm gonna use that for my under eye. And I'm gonna use that Ofra highlighter again with this little tiny, what does it say? Eyeliner brush. As a matter of fact, let me blend out that bottom line with this real quick. A little bit of this to put it right in my tear duct. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty. And NC45 Select Sheer Loose Powder. I went ahead and did that all over my face just to get a real all over, you know, to make sure everything is good all over. I'm now going to use my Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick, lip kit in Autumn, which is this pretty pink shade.
I hardly use this color, it's such a good neutral.
Face is completely done. Lips are done. So this is our finished look. It actually came out pretty good to say I only used the Shany. This look actually came out pretty good. So came out pretty cool. So thank you so much for watching this week's Tutorial Tuesday, and I will see you next week here on Diamonds and Denim. Bye.